Good morning, YouTube. You sexy mamma jammas. Welcome back to the channel. Today is now Tuesday, April 22. It is 7:15 in the morning. Been up for, I woke up about 6. I had an alarm set for 7:30. I wasn't planning on being up this early, but I just, last night after I did the video, I ate dinner and I laid down and I passed out pretty much immediately. Like the little fuzzy wuzzy little dead mouse there right there in the middle of the screen? No, I don't either. Let's take him over here. So, I've already done pre-trip. Went and got my shower. Did pre-trip. My breakfast this morning is these little fatty sticks. So, that and a Monster. I'm sitting here debating. I mean, I've physically done the pre-trip. I just haven't started my clock yet. Because I don't have a load following up this load yet. I'm going to look on the board here shortly. We are 5.5 hours away from delivery. My appointment's not till 5 on paper, but I will be there early. A couple hours anyway. The plans. I want to make sure I can get this load closed out before payroll ends today. So if I start my clock too early, I need to be able to have some of my 14 left after I'm unloaded so I can potentially go pick up the next load. I need to make sure I have time for that so I don't have to be forced to park tonight. I'd like to get under a next load this evening, at least. Even though I don't know if that's going to be yet. But we're going to find that out. So I'm going to probably about 8 o'clock. Because then 14 hours from there, it'll be 10 p.m. So if I go and do the 8 o'clock, leave out here about 8:15 or so, I can be there in Waco at 2 o'clock. We'll call it 2 just as a safe number. And that's 3 hours early on paper. So if they let me get in and get unloaded, then great. If they don't, then I'm still gonna get this ticket closed out in time for payroll today. That's just facts. But I did get a message yesterday talking about this week's, because this week's settlements when our tolls come out for last month. All right. I think I've said this before, but the third settlement of every month, third to last settlement of every month, your IFTA costs and your tolls come out at one time for the previous month. So everything coming out this week is for all the costs that I did in March. Yeah, March. But I got a message there yesterday talking about Kansas tolls going to be processed this month, dating back as in 2024. I'm like, what? So I went down my list and I looked at everything, and I have some tolls that are finally being deducted out of me 7 months later, from like August to September of 2024, going through Kansas. About $160 worth total. Not to mention what's going to come out. I haven't seen those yet. Not to mention what's going to come out from last month. Because remember, I was up in Pennsylvania last month. I can't wait to see that damn toll bill. That's one big thing that aggravates the piss out of me with Schneider. They take all this shit out at one time. It's not like they can't do it weekly if they didn't want to. I mean, whatever. There are a few things that aggravate me about Schneider, and that's one of them. Whatever, it is what it is. It's just going to make it harder for, like I said, I went home for a few days last week, and to get my annual DOT shit done, I didn't start working until Friday. I was able to book 2 fairly decent loads just to have them combined, be enough to cover what I thought my weekly expenses were going to be, and I alone did that. And I may still be a little bit of positive, but this is going to make it even harder. So I don't know what my final total is going to be yet. But we'll see. But I haven't got fuel yet. I'm going to have to get fuel before I leave here. We are just above 1/8 of a tank. It is what it is. So I'm going to look on the board, try to find a load. Preferably pick up today. If not, get in position and grab it in the morning. And then, yeah, we'll see what goes on from there. I want to try to be in Texas. I want to try to be in Houston late weekend, early next week. I'm going to try to, I got to get a hold of the place there schedule, see when I can get an appointment scheduled to get my license transferred over. Because apparently you just can't walk in. So that's what I'm facing right now. And it's hard to make a schedule when you don't know where the hell you're going to be. But anyway, yeah, we got to get this day going. So I appreciate y'all being here, guys. Thanks so much. And let's just see what this trucking world has in store for us today, shall we? All right, so we just filled up 122 gallons of diesel. We didn't get our DEF because we still got a half a tank of that. I scheduled my appointment with the Texas DPS in the Humble office for next Wednesday, the 28th. So now all I got to do is, because I didn't find a load yet, but now all I got to do is figure out how to run for the next week, next 4 or 5 days, and cover costs, because that's all I'm really worried about. Make some profit. I'm not worried about money for this week. I just need to cover costs and figure out how to get back to New Caney no later than Tuesday. And I can't expect my buddy to take a day off for me. So I'm just going to wind up having to Uber from New Caney down to Humble, or possibly even Bobtail, PC. We'll see how it works out. First, I got to get loads chained together so I can get back into the New Caney area, Houston area, Humble, Texas area by Tuesday of next week. So, but anyway, we just got fuel. Let's go ahead and get to Coke. We'll look at boards again later and see what happens. So, yeah, let's go.
Continue south, turn right. Turn right. Turn right onto Grimshaw Street. At the roundabout, take the first exit onto US 425 South, Julia Street South. Take the first exit onto US 425 South, Julia Street South. Turn right. Turn right. Continue on with 110 miles, take exit 26 to the right toward I-220 west.
All right, we've stopped. I'm at a 19 in Tyler, Texas, which is off the exit that we're going to hit US 271 south and head over to continue on to Waco. Like I said, we're not going through Dallas. That route's 50 miles longer, 60 miles longer. So we're going down. We're 149 miles away from delivery. But I pulled over. Well, I stopped in here at this 19 right off this exit just to talk to y'all. If you don't know, when you're going through I-20 in Shreveport, Louisiana, the interstate's under mass construction and no trucks are allowed between mile markers 26 and mile marker 19. Local traffic only. So no through trucks. So you have to take the 220 bypass. As I'm on that 220 bypass, a few miles in, a scrap truck pulls on, and he's going faster than me, so he winds up getting in front of me, and my thought immediately was like, some Final Destination shit, right? This is a bumpy road. It's not very smooth at all. He's going to be bumpy, and one of those daggone steel beams he's got is going to come out of the top of his truck right through my windshield. That didn't happen. But as we passed this truck on the right lane, we were both in the left lane. I'm behind him, because you see he got in front of me. And as he's switching back over to the right lane, when he made that pass, I saw it. Because, I'm watching the whole damn time for some sort of debris to fall off so I can be ready for it. Rawr. I saw something, and I tracked it. I visually tracked it the entire way from out of the bed of his truck, through the air, and watched it smack my damn windshield. Let me show you. Do that. Let's see. Can you see it? Can you see it? I don't know. Let's see if I can get you a better angle. Yeah, right there in the mirror. See that crack in right there in front of the mirror? Yep, you saw that chip? Yep. So, I wanted to mention the one that I have here that the Hulk's been hiding from me. Out of sight, out of mind, right? Now I got that one. If I get him, that one's bigger than this one, so I'm going to have to go ahead and get a windshield swap. So all I'm going to do is after delivery today, I'm going to go ahead and go over to Wilmer. Maybe not go to Wilmer. Maybe I don't know. I'm going to call Gerber, which is the windshield claim people here at Schneider. I will call Gerber, and if I can go to the shop and get it done, I'll do that. But if they want to come out to me, whatever, I'm going to have to get the windshield replaced. Now the question comes in, because right now we have a toll thing. You have to have this best pass thing on the windshield. It starts May 1st. Now that's just a sticker with some kind of barcode in it. The Easy Pass is attached to the windshield with Velcro strip. Not a problem. I've had a windshield replaced a few times, and they'll do that. But how am I going to replace this best pass? I'm going to have to call my BOR right now and ask her, since they gave us this physical sticker, how can I get a new one for windshield replacement? So that's what I'm going to do right now. So, yeah, we've driven 3 hours and 1 minute, 205 miles is all we've driven. But we're 149 miles away from the delivery. So, let me give her a call and find out what she says. And nobody knows that answer. They're looking into it, though. I told her, okay, just go ahead and send me a message, either email or freeform. Tell me the instructions of what I got to do, because I told her I got another chip. I'm about to get a windshield replacement over the next day or so. I just want to know the process that I got to do to get a new pass when I do this. So they're looking into finding the answer. I don't think Schneider thought this through very well, because obviously they did on the Easy Pass because it's a Velcro thing instead of a double-sided tape thing, right? I don't think the best pass thing was thought through very well. Especially when you have to have it on your windshield. I'm just a truck driver though, right? Unless it's super easy, I can just go to any OC and grab a new one. They can scan it and it's down to the truck. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But right now I'm looking on the load board. There's one here there's a couple. Look. There's a $2,200 one I can pick up out of Houston. Well, that's before $1,600. I can't get that. That's Houston to Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. $2,200, $1.30 a mile. Not a great rate. And coming and trying to get out of PA is going to be even worse. However, there's no however. I mean, I probably would have grabbed it because it's only 11,000 pounds and 2.5 day drive. $2,200 I could do that. Pick up Tuesday, deliver Friday. I could do that. But I can't do it because my time ain't working out right. Anyway, let's get to this delivery and figure out what we're going to do with the windshield and the next load. Okay? Okay. You know what? Before we take off, let's talk about this move that y'all have been hearing me talk about going to Landstar. And that's the big point about getting my driver's license transferred over to Texas, start the hazmat process, endorsement process, and then start the transfer process with them. Now let's talk about the move. Now, it's not about money for me. It really isn't. Now, I do believe that my income will be better, even though right now the dry van market is horrid. No matter what company you're with, it's just horrible. Now, but I do believe still that my income will increase over there because I'll have more consistency. Now, if the money is better, like I believe it's going to be, then great. If my income remains about the same, I'm still okay with that. Why? Because not all moves are all about money. I know it sounds weird for some of you. Yes, money is important, and I'm focused on the money this year, or that year too, to build up the numbers to where I need them to be or where I think they need to be for the next move, and we'll get to that eventually. However, there's more things that I've looked at, and I've even mentioned these things to you guys before in videos, but let's talk about it specifically. One is, I believe I'm going to save probably $200 or $300 a week just on fuel costs alone, because their discounts are much better than Schneider's. And even service parts as well. Discounts over. That hurt. My spine popped right to my shoulders. That felt good. Hurt and felt good at the same time. Yes, it did. Yeah, fuel savings and service savings. Lord have mercy. So there's a plus. The consistent freight in the lanes that I want to be, which I like running the South. Those are there. Texas to Florida, Texas, Louisiana, Midwest, wherever. I like running the South. That's where I prefer to be. They have the consistent freight in those areas, right? Also, if I want to stretch my legs, I'm not locked into east of 35 region bullshit. I can stretch my legs to hell. From what I hear, they got Alaska loads. Get on military loads. Get on concert events and shit like that. There's many other opportunities I feel with a company like Landstar, outside of just there's dry vans, so I'm limited to what I can do there. But step deck flatbed may be a thing in the future. I don't know, possibly. Maybe when I lower some more weight and I'm feeling a little more comfortable being up 14 feet in the air. But I don't want a tarp. And I was pointing out to me, say, listen, if you do it at Landstar, guess what? You booking your own damn loads. If something requires tarpage, then don't book the damn load. But we all know how that goes, right? We never know what it's going to be like 100% fact until we get to the shipper. So, also, they don't have the no phone. If the woman calls me or somebody calls me while I'm driving, I can answer the phone without fear of consequence. As long as you got a proper DOT headset, be safe. I understand Schneider's motto is hands-free is not distraction-free, of course, but there's no fear of losing your contract because you answer the phone. And there's plenty of times I've mentioned down through here, they're driving down the road and I see something or I have a thought and I want to talk about. I can't just touch the camera right now and talk. I have to pull over and park, which loses time before I lose that thought. But by the end of the day, I've then lost that damn thought. Or next time I stop, I've then lost that thought. At least if I'm with Landstar or a company like that, there's no fear of turning the camera on and talking. So it's like, I don't want to say they're YouTube friendly. Don't be stupid. Of course you don't want to be out here, having the cameras in your hands and all that shit and not focus on the road. But If you got your camera like I do, I got mounted up here on my thing, I can just flick the damn screen up and it's already on. I ain't got to do shit, hit the damn red button, and that's it. So just for those reasons alone, the freight and the lanes, YouTube friendly, not fear about answering the phone, and just the many options of dealing with brokers and agents and so forth. If I find a load on a spot market somewhere, I can call an agent friend that I make or whatever, and be like, hey, can you work on getting this load booked for me? And we'll work it out from there. There's also the point to where you can either book your own loads from the load board all the time, or when you do that, you start building relationships with these people, and at some point, they're going to all say, hey, Country Light's running this area. I got a load. He's never failed us in the past. Let's give him a call, see if he wants to do it for us. So at some point, you're going to make friends and build relationships to where they're going to call you. You won't have to look at a load board again. So it's a personal growth, like I've told you before. It's personal growth. This whole move for me is a personal growth thing. Getting different experiences in the industry, learning everything that I feel like I need to learn before I can venture off and do it on my own. And at the end of the day, Landstar is also a company you can branch out with. Companies within Landstar's got a lot of companies. Have a company within a company. Why not, right? So there's benefits for this move, more than just money in my head. But again, I got to wait till my Texas. I don't even know if they're going to accept me. Who knows? Maybe that little speed warning I got there last year, I don't even know how to check if I got points or not. I don't think we have access to that. It's just the recruiters and have all that access to whatever. But from what I understand, but maybe they'll see that. Oh, we're not going to accept you. So maybe I won't go. Maybe they won't even allow me to go. But step one, I talked to them yesterday. I said, wait till your driver's license is transferred over before you start this process, because it's going to be a pain in the ass for you and us to try to swap this stuff in the middle of it. So Wednesday, that was a big hurry for me to get to that appointment. So I scheduled an appointment for Wednesday, the 28th at 11. So my buddy, he said, I'll take that day off. I'm like, well, cool. That's cool if you can, if it's great. But if not, don't worry about it. I don't want to impose you, and I'll just Uber. Of course, it's at work now, so we'll see. We'll see how it all works out. But yeah, that's my reasoning behind the whole Landstar move. And everybody's like, oh, afraid. My biggest worry is waiting on a trailer. Is not being able to get a trailer when I need it. And that's my biggest worry. But I've been assured. I've had assurances saying, I got you. So we'll see. And if that winds up being an issue more often than not, then I'll go ahead and buy my own damn trailer. And I'll just do live loads all the damn time. Or I'll grab a trailer that winds up being a good one. I'll just do live loads on purpose just to keep that trailer. One or the other. But there's something about owning your own equipment, right? So, oh, that's it. That's wanted to kind of give you the more details of why I'm wanting to make the move that I'm making. Let me know your thoughts on anything I said about that. And everybody's got different experiences. There's people out there that had a horrible experience with Landstar. People there now that are saying, oh, God, I can't wait to leave. And you see all Facebook groups. It depends on your experiences of what company you're with, of how you talk about them. That's just facts. So you can't really trust off a disgruntled person, former person, because they're already pissed off anyway. Especially after they've been told to leave. Not that they left willingly. It's just like if you're told to leave, automatically that company sucks. Period. There's no change in nobody's mind. So I develop my own opinions. I do my own research, and I make my own decisions based off of the stuff that I learn. I've always been that way. I do my own shit. And it takes me a long time to make a decision. Once I've made that decision, I'm pretty much stuck. I want to say I'm stuck. I'm committed to that because I don't want to think about other shit. I'm going to take a leap, and I can only fail if I can only blame myself if I fail. That's just the way it is. Anyway, that's it. It's time to get rolling. We got to go. We got 100. Bring it. I'm going to maximize you. 149 miles to go. 2 hours and 42 minutes from here, and it's now 11:58 in the PM. So we should be there right around 2:45 or so. Let's go. we are here. We are at Francesco Beverage Company. And it's 3:20 in the p.m. We just got into the dock. So we checked in a little early. They got me in the dock early. So I don't know if it means... he did write down 1700 appointment time. So are they just putting me in the dock to get me out the way? Or am I... I don't know. So we'll see. But I'm here. We've had something in the works for a little while. You know, I mentioned that one little project that should be coming to fruition over the next couple of days, but I've also had another little idea that's kind of been thinking about. And by the time you see this video, you'll probably already see it. But what would y'all think about a second live stream a week? I mean, that's all I'm going to say about it. But if things go, we might want to go on one tonight. I don't know. By the time you see this video, you'll know whether or not. But I'm just curious your thoughts on just some random live. But since I'm here and ain't got anything to do, I'm gonna go ahead and probably cook. It's Tuesday. Dairy Queen, what the hell's wrong with you? Y'all don't sell tacos. Why you got a big ad up saying Taco Tuesday? Dairy Queen does not sell tacos, even in Texas. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! But it's got me thinking, I got 1 pound of hamburger left. I got a bag of taco seasoning. I got a bag of cheddar. Cheddar taco bowl incoming very, very soon. Light's still green, ain't turned red yet. So I'm going to get it back and cook because I'm hungry. I'm hungry hippo. Yes, I am. That's what I'm going to do now. And I'm going to look for a load. So, because I have nothing right now. Nothing. Zilch. Nada. I got to figure out, I got to make some money. I got to do a couple trips. Get back in Houston by Tuesday or earlier, so I can do my appointment on Wednesday and then get back to work that day. So yeah, so let me just do all that real quick. I'm sitting here looking at loads, and I start looking at the dates of these loads. I'm like, the 28th, it's Wednesday. No, the 28th is Monday. I booked my DMV appointment for the 28th thinking it was Wednesday, because the only reason I think that is because I'm sure some of y'all already are saying the Wednesday's at the 28th, Wednesday's at the 28th. I'm sure some of y'all already think that because, wait a minute, what is today? Today is Tuesday, the 22nd. The calendar layout on the screen, I was looking. All right, so I got to get this figured out and get back here on Monday or the weekend. I've only got 29 hours on my freaking 70. Damn it. This load board is not friendly right now at all because I don't have anything. Nope, wrong one. I don't have anything that's going to help me. All right, let's do 150 miles from Waco, from right here for today, starting today. Confirmed only. Fort Worth of St. Peters, Missouri. 14,000 pounds. Delivers tomorrow up until 1800. It's an 11 o'clock allowed load today. I can't do it. Can't do it. Let's do the Tuesday, 3 o'clock, 1500. No. Find something for tomorrow. Can't get that one. Tomorrow. Clifton, Texas, 42,000 pound load to Atchison, Kansas. What is that load? Clifton Feed and Service going to Smart Warehousing in Kansas. So tell you what, let me it's $1.32 a load, a mile. 42,000 pound load. Let me just eyeball that one. What's that one here? That goes all the way to Atlanta, extended network. That goes to Minnesota. No way. Fort Worth to Dublin, Georgia. Carrollton, Texas to Sewanee, Georgia. Okay. Let's go back up here. Let's do a reload in Kansas. 100-mile radius from Wednesday. Doom, 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 doom. Harrisonville, Missouri to Edwardsville, Illinois. Straight through. It's a 8 a.m. Thursday morning. Lawrence, Kansas to New Caney, Texas. Thursday morning. Oh, tomorrow's Wednesday. I'm dummy. Thursday morning to Friday. Delivers Friday to Saturday. What is this? From Post Cereal. Going to Walmart. Lawrence, Kansas. I've been there a few times. Alright, so we're going to eyeball that one. Let's do a reload out of New Caney. Friday, Nova Soda, Texas to DeSoto is $440. Friday to Friday. I'm going to eyeball that because I probably do that. But then nothing else until Monday. Houston to Lawrence. What is that? Houston Polytex Fibers going to Post. Back to Post. Alright, let me go to my watched loads. Get rid of that one. Possibly that one. Get rid of that one. So Clifton to Atchison and Lawrence to New Caney. So that's 1,900 total. If I do that extra on Friday, it's 2,300. What is it? Okay, so Wednesday, 8 a.m. Oh, it's a live unload at noon in Atchison, Kansas. Okay, I can leave there, go over to Lawrence, which is, what is it, 60 miles or something? Drop and hook, get down to New Caney on Thursday, get down to New Caney about Friday after Friday. I ain't no way I can do that in Nova Soda, Texas, though, but 8 a.m. Friday, so we'll go ahead and get rid of that. Sure, so I might have to book these two loads. That right there is at 1,900 for those two loads. Seeing as how now I realize it's Monday, the 28th, instead of Wednesday, the 28th. Whatever, I got to book them. I don't want them because they're just not really good enough, but I don't have a choice. I have to. I have to, right? I have to. Light's still green. I ain't cooked yet. All right, let me book this Clifton to Atchison. Accept. I'll be able to get. I'll be able to find something Monday out of Houston area, and top the week. Reload. Go back to home. Watched Lawrence, Kansas. Do that. Book that one. Accept. Not a big deal. I'll make it happen. I'll do what I gotta do. And thank you. Okay, it's been booked. Now reload that one. New Caney. All right, good. And it's going to the Walmart in New Caney, so I know exactly where that's at. I'm good though. Just booked loads. That'll work. So I'll be there for the entire weekend and go do this on Monday. All right, that'll work. That'll work. I'll take the weekend off and hang out with my buddy if they ain't got plans. If y'all ain't got plans, we can hang? Question marks. All right. Crisis diverted for now. Well, my light's been red for about 20 minutes. And as soon as that was, and I did cook me a little cheddar taco in a bowl. And as I was finishing up, cleaning up, they started unloading me about 10 minutes ago. So let's see how long it takes. It's right now 4:14 in the PM. Then I got to go. Let's see. I booked two loads. I think I did it on video. Y'all know where I'm going. But it is 34 miles from me over in Clifton. So let's see. Let's bring up check a path. And I can't pick up until tomorrow. Window opens at 8 a.m. to 4:30. Is it alive? I don't remember. It is alive. 307 North. 307 North Avenue C. And Trucker Path calls that Purina Animal Nutrition Plan. So it's a Purina load. Okay, fine. So, truck stop's closest there. Any? 35 miles, 40 minutes. No. Alright, so I guess... Where am I? I'm right there. Alright, I guess I'm going to go right out here. If there's a Flying J right out here, I'm going to go ahead and just hit directions. That's where I'm going to stop. I'm going to go to the Flying J, 5 miles from here. Go. I'll stay there tonight and travel the 40 miles in the morning to go pick up this load. So I'll hit you back up when we're done here, give you an update, and head over to the Flying J. All right, we are parked at the Flying J in Waco, Texas. Hey, listen, sorry, not sorry. You're probably going to hear the AC in the background because it's blasting. I just walked back in from the inside the store because it's hot. I mean, it's only 87 degrees here local, and I just looked at the temperature, and this is 89, real feel. But I ain't used to those temperatures yet. We're just coming out of winter, right? And I trust me, I love this because I have an AC at my fingertips. I can be all right. But I'm just telling you, I'm hot. Big boy is hot. So I got to crank the air up, cool it down until I get cold, and then we'll be good to go. Now, I was only in that dock for about 47 minutes total. The light went green. As soon as it went green, I pulled out. Pulled out. And I went to the office, or I slid my tannins back forward, and I closed the doors. I went into the office, got my paperwork. And when I got back in the truck, I guess between the time I got out and the time I got back to the truck, the office called me because they said they was going to call me once they're done, but I beat them to it. So we're good. So we're at the Flying J now. I've done about, oh, shit, damn it. And now I am off duty, confirmed. Now I'm off duty. I did a 19-minute post trip. And you're going to see a surprise. Those of you, like I said, you're going to see this video tomorrow, which will be on Wednesday, which is after the fact, but it's going to be live here in just a little bit, around 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Not a power hour live, not a power hour, something new. Let me know if y'all show up to it. Let me know if you, in this video, the comment, let me know if y'all noticed it and you showed up to it. So, but for now, I'm going to get ready for it because it's 5:20 right now. 5:18, rather. We'll get ready for it and go from there. But that, guys, thank you so much for all the support. Tomorrow, we'll be heading out 35 miles from here. Get our live load at Purina. Heavy-ass load. Another heavy load, right? I mean, but it's either that or set. But now, since I realized my appointment is actually Monday versus Wednesday, I have to do this. Whatever. I'm sure I'll be able to find something Monday afternoon to pick up and drop off on Tuesday to go on top of these two loads to make me a break-even, maybe even a little slightly profitable week. Now, this week here would have been a profit week, but all those tolls and shit came out in IFTA. So, that hurt. So, I'm actually in the hole a little bit this week by like $150. And that's just because of that. Kansas tolls for 5 months ago, 6 months ago, 7 months ago? Yeah. Whatever. It is what it is. Not a big deal. We are working for this transition. We are working for a better future. That's it. Thanks so much, guys. I love you. I will see you tomorrow.